What if the coins in your collection weren't just spare change, but tiny pieces of history quietly worth thousands of dollars? At first glance, they seem ordinary, just small copper pennies you might overlook in a jar, drawer, or album. But these 6 coins are different. Each one has survived decades of circulation, with subtle mint details, low survival rates, and historical significance, making them true collector treasures. From pennies struck in the mid-1910s, through the Great Depression, to wartime 1940s, each coin tells a story of survival and hidden value. Some were heavily circulated, some nearly never survived. Yet each one holds the potential to be worth thousands of dollars if preserved properly. Watch this video till the very end, because today we'll reveal 6 rare pennies whose value may surprise you, and one of them could already be waiting unnoticed in your collection, ready to change everything. Welcome back to Old Coin Secrets. Coin number 1, 1935 Wheat Penny. A penny that could surprise collectors with its hidden value. At first glance, it's easy to dismiss. Just another penny. Just another coin you might find in a jar or a pocket. But the 1935 Wheat Penny is far from ordinary. It carries a story of time, survival, and subtle rarity. A coin that quietly attracts collectors and can sometimes reach thousands of dollars in value if the condition and details are right. Born in the mid-Depression era, the year was 1935. The United States was still navigating the Great Depression. Coins were struck in massive numbers, yet many saw heavy circulation from the moment they left the mint. The wheat penny design, introduced in 1909, was simple but iconic. Most pennies from this era wore down quickly in pockets, cash registers, and coin jars. High-grade survivors were rare, which is why certain examples are so sought after today. Why collectors value it? Collectors aren't chasing this coin for flashy errors or dramatic mistakes. They value it because of age, survival, and subtle characteristics. The clarity of the date, 1935. Crispness of the wheat stalks on the reverse. Original copper surface with natural patina. Absence of cleaning, polishing, or damage. Even a lightly circulated example can command a significant premium if the surfaces and details have survived intact. What to look for? Every 1935 wheat penny is inspected carefully by collectors. Look at the date and mint mark. Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Examine the wheat stalks on the reverse for wear. Check the edges and rims for dings or flattening. Assess surface color. Original reddish-brown patina is highly desirable. These small details can mean the difference between a few dollars and several thousand. Market value. Collector numbers. 1935 wheat penny value. Approximate. Good. G4. 0.50. Oneers. Fine. F12. $2. $4. Very fine, VF20, $5, $10. Extremely fine, XF40, $15, $25. About uncirculated, AU, $50, $150. Mint state, MS, $300, 2,000 plus. Auction record, $84,000, MS 68 RD. Collectors pay for condition, originality, and survival, not just face value. Why this penny is important? The 1935 wheat penny reminds collectors that even everyday coins can hold significant value. Patience and observation can reveal hidden treasures. Historical context adds depth to their collectible appeal. A coin that seems ordinary today may have been rarely saved at the time of its circulation, making it a hidden gem decades later. Collector tips: avoid these mistakes to preserve value. Never clean or polish the penny. It destroys original surfaces. Avoid bending or damaging edges. Pay attention to subtle differences between mint marks. Professional grading adds credibility and can multiply value. The 1935 wheat penny proves a simple truth. Not every treasure announces itself. Some wait quietly in jars, drawers, or albums, patiently surviving the decades. To most, it's just a penny. To the informed collector, it's a small coin with potentially life-changing value. Coin number 2, 1916 Wheat Penny. A rare survivor from the early wheat penny era. A small copper disc you might find in an old jar or forgotten drawer. But the 1916 wheat penny is far from ordinary. It carries a story of age, scarcity, and survival. A coin that stands out for collectors, seeking high-grade examples and rare mintings. Born in the early wheat penny era, the year was 1916. Just a few years after the wheat penny design was introduced in 1909, these coins were part of everyday American life. The U.S. economy was stable, but coins were heavily circulated. Most 1916 pennies were spent immediately. Few were saved. High-grade survivors from this era are therefore rare, which is why collectors prize them today. Why collectors value the 1916 wheat penny. Collectors don't just chase this coin for age. They seek it for rarity, mint characteristics, and preservation. The clarity of the date, 1916. Original wheat stalks on the reverse. Strong copper color with natural patina. Minimal wear and no cleaning or damage. Even coins that look ordinary can hold significant value if they've survived in better than average condition. What to look for? When inspecting a 1916 wheat penny, collectors examine mint marks, Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. The crispness of the date and wheat stalks. Overall surface quality and color. Rims and edges for dings or flattening. These small details separate a coin worth a few dollars from one that can reach hundreds or even thousands. Market value. Collector numbers. 1916 wheat penny approximate values. Good. G4. $1. Thriller. Fine. F12. $10. $25. Very fine. VF20. $50. $100. Extremely fine. XF40. $150. $350. About uncirculated. AU. $500. $1,500. Mint state. MS. $2,500. $12,000 plus. Auction record. $36,000. MS 68 RD. Collectors pay for scarcity, condition, and originality, not just face value. Why this penny is important? The 1916 wheat penny reminds collectors that early coins were rarely saved, making surviving examples rare. Historical context adds weight to collectible value. Attention to small details can turn an ordinary penny into a life-changing find. A single 1916 penny, preserved well, can become the crown jewel of a collection. Collector tips. To protect the value of a 1916 wheat penny, never clean or polish. Original surfaces are critical. Handle carefully to avoid damaging edges. Note the mint mark differences. Some are rarer than others. Certification by professional grading services adds credibility. The 1916 wheat penny proves a timeless lesson. Not all treasures are obvious. Some survive quietly, waiting decades later to be discovered. To the untrained eye, it's just a penny. To collectors, it's a rare piece of history with remarkable potential value. Coin number 3. 1917 D wheat penny. A Denver Mint survivor with hidden value. A small copper coin you could easily overlook in a jar or drawer. But the 1917 D wheat penny is far from ordinary. It carries a story of early 20th century survival, mint scarcity, and collector demand. A coin that can quietly reach thousands of dollars in value if preserved in high-grade condition. Born during a transformative era. The year was 1917. America was on the brink of entering World War I. The U.S. economy and mints were adjusting to rising demands and material constraints. The Denver Mint, responsible for D mint mark coins, produced fewer pennies than Philadelphia, making Denver issues from this era rarer. Heavy circulation meant most. 1917 D pennies were quickly worn, lost or melted down, leaving only a small number in excellent condition for collectors today. Why collectors value the 1917 D wheat penny? Collectors seek this coin for its rarity, mint origin, and preservation. The clear D mint mark. Crisp details of the date, 1917. Sharp wheat stalks on the reverse. Original copper patina and minimal wear. Even coins that seem ordinary may carry a hidden premium if the details have survived. What to look for? Every 1917 D wheat penny is carefully inspected. Denver mint mark placement and clarity. Date legibility. Wheat stalk sharpness on reverse. Surface quality and natural patina. Edges and rims free from nicks or flattening. Small differences in condition can dramatically affect collector value. Market value. Collector numbers. 1917 D wheat penny. Approximate values. Good. G4. $5. $10. Fine. F12. $20. $50. Very fine. VF20. $100. $250. Extremely fine. XF40. $500. $1,000. About uncirculated. AU. $1,500. $4,000. Mint state. MS. $5,000. $15,000 plus. Collectors pay for rarity, survival, and originality, not face value. Why this penny is important? The 1917 D wheat penny reminds collectors early Denver strikes are less common and highly sought after. Survival through decades of circulation creates natural scarcity. Subtle differences, like sharp mint marks or wheat stalk details, dramatically impact value. Even a single well-preserved 1917 D penny can become the highlight of a collection. Collector tips. To maintain its value, avoid cleaning or polishing. Original surfaces are critical. Handle carefully to prevent edge or rim damage. Pay attention to the Denver mint mark. It's key for rarity. Professional grading is highly recommended for high-grade coins. The 1917D Wheat Penny proves that treasures don't always announce themselves. To most, it's just another penny. To a collector, it's a rare, historical, and potentially life-changing find. Coin number 4, 1936 Wheat Penny, a hidden treasure from the late wheat penny era. You might glance at it and think it's just another penny. Small, copper, easily overlooked. But the 1936 Wheat Penny is much more than it seems. It's a coin shaped by history, survival, and subtle rarity. A hidden gem that could quietly be worth thousands of dollars in the right hands. Born in a time of change. The year was 1936, deep in the midst of the Great Depression. The US economy was slowly recovering, but coins were still in constant circulation. Most pennies were used daily, leaving very few preserved in high condition. This was an era when careful saving of coins was uncommon, and that's why a well-preserved 1936 Wheat Penny is a rare find today. Why collectors notice it? Unlike some earlier wheat pennies, this coin isn't famous for dramatic errors. Its value comes from survival and subtle characteristics. The clarity of the date, 1936, sharpness of the wheat stalks on the reverse, original copper-red surfaces with natural patina, minimal wear, untouched by cleaning or polishing. Even a coin that looks ordinary can hold a significant premium if preserved well. Key collector features. When examining a 1936 wheat penny, collectors look for date legibility and any subtle mint mark variations, crisp wheat stalks on the reverse, original surface color, rich reddish-brown preferred, rims and edges free of nicks, dents, or flattening. Small details make a huge difference. A coin that looks like change could be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. Market value, collector numbers, 1936 wheat penny approximate values, good, G4, 0.50, oneers, fine, F12, $2, $5, very fine, VF20, $8, $15, extremely fine, XF40, $25, $50, about uncirculated, AU, $150, $400, mint state, MS, $1,000, $20,500 plus, auction record, $19,200, MS68 RD. Collectors pay for rarity, condition, and originality, not just the penny's face value. Why this penny is important. The 1936 wheat penny reminds collectors, coins surviving from the mid-1930s in top condition are rare. Subtle differences in wear, color, and minting can create huge value gaps. Patience and careful inspection can reveal unexpected treasures. Even a small, seemingly ordinary penny could be a key piece in a collector's set. Collector tips. To protect its value, avoid cleaning. Original surfaces are critical. Handle carefully to prevent dents or scratches. Look for any subtle mint mark variations. Professional grading is recommended for higher grade coins. The 1936 Wheat Penny teaches us that not all treasures announce themselves loudly. Most see it as just another penny. Collectors see it as a rare piece of history with real potential value, quietly surviving decades to surprise the right owner. Coin number 5, 1942D Wheat Penny, a wartime survivor worth thousands. At first glance, it looks like just another penny. Copper, small, easily overlooked in a jar or drawer. But the 1942D Wheat Penny is far from ordinary. Born during a pivotal moment in American history, this coin carries a story of scarcity, survival, and collector fascination. A coin that could quietly be worth thousands of dollars if preserved in top condition. Born in wartime America, the year was 1942. The US had entered World War II the previous year, and coin production faced new challenges. The Denver Mint produced D pennies with the same design, but many coins were heavily circulated, and some were even melted down for the war effort. This scarcity, combined with high demand from collectors, makes surviving 1942D pennies highly valuable today. Why collectors seek it? Collectors don't just chase the 1942D Wheat Penny because it's old. They value it for its clear Denver D mint mark, date visibility and condition, sharp wheat stalk details on the reverse, original copper patina untouched by cleaning. Even slight wear or damage can reduce value drastically, but coins preserved well can command premium prices. Key features to inspect. When examining a 1942D Wheat Penny, collectors pay attention to mint mark clarity. Denver coins are less common than Philadelphia. Reverse wheat stalk detail and rim condition. Surface color. Original reddish-brown or lightly toned. Avoided cleaning or polish marks. These subtle details can turn an ordinary-looking penny into a collector's treasure. Market value. Collector numbers. 1942D Wheat Penny, approximate values, good, G4, 0.50, Oners, fine, F12, $2, $5, very fine, VF20, $8, $15, extremely fine, XF40, $25, $50, about uncirculated, AU, $150, $400, mint state, MS, $1,000, $20,500 plus. Auction record, $12,750, MS68. Collectors pay for scarcity, condition, and survival, not face value. Why this penny is important? The 1942D Wheat Penny reminds collectors, coins struck during wartime are rare in high grade. Small details, like sharp mint marks or wheat stalks, can dramatically affect value. Patience and careful inspection reveal hidden treasures. Even a single 1942D penny could become the highlight of a collection, quietly holding history and value in its copper frame. Collector tips. To preserve its value, never clean or polish the coin. Handle carefully to avoid dents or scratches. Examine the Denver mint mark closely. It's a key rarity factor. Professional grading adds credibility and can boost market value. The 1942D Wheat Penny proves that even during times of scarcity and upheaval, coins survive to tell their story. Most see it as just another penny. Collectors see it as a rare piece of history with real potential value, quietly waiting to be discovered decades later. Coin number 6, 1935D Wheat Penny, a Denver Mint survivor that can surprise collectors. At first glance, it looks like just another penny, a small copper disc, easily overlooked in a jar, drawer, or coin album. But the 1935D Wheat Penny is far from ordinary. It carries a story of time, survival, and subtle rarity. A coin that quietly attracts collectors and can sometimes reach thousands of dollars in value if preserved in excellent condition. Born during the mid-Depression era, the year was 1935. America was slowly recovering from the Great Depression. Coins were heavily circulated, and most pennies were used daily, leaving very few in high-grade condition. The Denver Mint, responsible for the D mint mark coins, produced fewer pennies than Philadelphia. This naturally created scarcity for Denver coins, especially for collectors seeking sharp details and excellent surfaces today. Why collectors value the 1935D Wheat Penny? Collectors don't just chase this coin because it's old. They look for clear D Denver Mint mark, crisp date 1935, sharp wheat stalks on the reverse, original reddish-brown copper color, minimal wear and untouched surfaces. Even coins that seem ordinary can carry a hidden premium if the details are well preserved. Key features to inspect. When evaluating a 1935D Wheat Penny, collectors focus on mint mark clarity and placement, date legibility, reverse wheat stalk sharpness, surface color and natural patina, edges and rims free from nicks or flattening. A small difference in condition can dramatically affect market value. Market value, collector numbers. 1935D Wheat Penny, approximate values, good, G4, 0.50, Oners, fine, F12, $2, $5, very fine, VF20, $8, $15, extremely fine, XF40, $25, $50, about uncirculated, AU, $150, $400, mint state, MS, $1,000, $20,500 plus. Collectors pay for rarity, survival, and original condition, not face value. Why this penny is important? The 1935D Wheat Penny reminds collectors, Denver strikes are less common than Philadelphia, increasing value. Surviving high-grade examples are rare. Subtle details, like mint mark clarity and wheat stalks, create huge collector premiums. Even a single 1935D penny could become the highlight of a collection, quietly holding history and value for decades. Collector tips. To maintain its value, never clean or polish. Original surfaces are essential. Handle carefully to avoid dents, scratches, or rim damage. Focus on the Denver Mint mark, a key rarity factor. Professional grading can boost market value for top-grade examples. Closing thought. The 1935D Wheat Penny proves a timeless lesson. Most see it as just a penny. Collectors see it as a rare piece of history with hidden potential value, patiently surviving decades to surprise the right owner. Now you've seen how even the smallest coins can carry incredible hidden value. What looks ordinary to most people can actually be extraordinary to a collector. These 6 pennies have survived decades, carrying history, rarity, and potentially life-changing value. Remember, a coin in your jar, album, or drawer could be quietly waiting to reveal its true worth. sometimes thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed uncovering these hidden treasures, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with fellow collectors. And next time you pick up a penny, look a little closer, because you never know which coin might be the one that changes everything. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next treasure hunt.